Welcome to this breathing practice, or pranayama in Sanskrit. Today, I'd like to invite you to explore your own mind's ability to overcome stress, anxiety, and other states of emotional agitation and restlessness. Our nervous system is an efficient modulator of our mood and general state of mind. Most often, we know the stress aspect of it. We experience it all the time. And that happens when the sympathetic nervous system is activated, be it by external or internal stimuli, leading us to set off our fight or flight survival response. But maybe lesser known, and it isn't that we do not experience it, is it that we do not notice it as much, is that there is a whole other branch of the nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system, that is designed to counterbalance this stress response and lead us back to a place of rest, digest, healing, and a general sense of feeling safe. The beauty of this parasympathetic nervous system, or PNS, is that we can activate it through daily tools and exercises, such as the following breathing methods that I will teach you, meditation, or other yoga practices. And it can in turn diminish our levels of anxiety and worry. So let's get started, and you can be seated or lying down in a comfortable position. Take a few moments to settle in, as we will stay in that position for the duration of the practice. You can of course move at any time if you need to adjust your position, but limiting movement helps avoid distractions for the mind and instills a deeper state of awareness and contemplation. So whenever you're ready, with your shoulders and jaws relaxed, your eyes can be open with a soft gaze following the bridge of your nose, or they can be closed. And take a few deep breaths. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And feel free to let your exhale be loud if it feels comfortable. Take a few more deep breaths at your own pace. And now let your breath go back to its natural flow. Take a moment to acknowledge your state of mind. Are you attaching to a specific thought or emotion? Are you running in your head the list of things and obligations you have to do? Are you worried about something or someone in particular? Without judging yourself, briefly name what is going on in your mind. You're going to take one more deep breath, but this time, on your exhale, visualize this mind's chatter you've just named being released out. Let go all that doesn't serve you with this out breath. So full inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. And let your breath go back to its natural rhythm. Close your eyes if you haven't done so yet. And in this next exercise, I'd like to invite you to bring your awareness to your breath. So before we start, let me clarify in a few words what this means. Breath is essential to our survival. We cannot live without breathing. Breathing is the first thing we do when we're born, before we even open our eyes or push our first cry. We take our first breath. and it is also the last thing we do when our time comes to pass away. It is so crucial that our body and brain know to breathe on their own, without any intervention or conscious effort from our cognitive mind. That's the part of our brain that thinks, analyzes, makes decisions, etc. A great example is how we keep breathing while we are asleep. Our conscious mind is at rest, and yet we still breathe. So the concept behind bringing our awareness to the breath is not to change that well-running mechanism. There is no need to start thinking or focusing on the breath. No need to analyze it or take control of our breathing. There's really no need to change the way we breathe. The idea is to observe this automated mechanism of breathing, as if you were a passenger on a train watching the landscape pass by through the window. With curiosity, put your cognitive mind into that observer's seat, passively watching as the body breathes. So with this in mind, gently bring your awareness to your nose. And without changing the way you breathe in any form, feel the air coming into your nostrils. You may sense some coolness as the fresh air enters. It may even feel like a slight tingling. Keep observing the air entering in your nostrils. And now, from that same passive observer seat, see if you can feel the freshness of the air gradually reaching higher into your nostrils. Spend the next few moments around this sensory experience of the air entering your nostrils a little higher every time. And if your mind wanders off, it's okay. Without criticism, gently bring it back to the feeling of fresh air entering your nostrils. And when that sense of coolness gets to the top of your nostrils, all the way up between your eyebrows, if it's comfortable, make a quick pause at the end of your inhale. And during this pause, visualize that coolness spreading into your forehead, your eyes, and relaxing any tensions in the area around the center of your eyebrows. And when the exhale comes knocking, let it out. Without straining, without forcing, let your exhale be smooth and effortless. And this pause does not have to be long, just a quick half a second, enough so you don't feel like you're holding your breath. And if it's not comfortable at all, that's okay too. Take a longer and slower inhale and visualize the freshness spreading beyond your nose when you approach the end of your inhale. All these options are equally working, they're equally fine. So inhale, feel the coolness coming up in your nostrils. quick pause, feel it spread and release any contractions or tensions in your muscles around your eyebrows. Exhale smoothly when the out-breath comes, and continue this way at your own pace for another minute. Gently let go of the exercise and let your breath go back to its natural rhythm. We're now going to continue with another breath awareness exercise. However you are currently, seated or laying, with your eyes closed, notice the room around you. Hear any sound in the background, any sense of the temperature. There may be a smell or light you can see through your closed eyes. Without effortlessly trying to find something, observe the environment through your senses. Then shift your attention to the points of contact between you and your support. Feel your body pressing down into your mat, the floor, the chair, wherever you are. Maybe you can feel your head sinking into a pillow, or your feet planted on the floor. Feel your body wherever you are, however you're sitting or laying, being fully supported. And see if you can find a place now in your body where you can most experience your breath. It can be your rib cage as it expands and contracts. Maybe it is your abdomen that lifts up and softens back down, or your lower back that can elevate slightly and lowers back at the end of your out-breath. And maybe it is your nostrils, where you can still feel the cool air on your inhale and a warmer air on your exhale. Whichever spot where the sensory experience of your breath is most present, bring your awareness there. naturally your mind may wander. That's perfectly normal. Gently acknowledge this distraction and without judging it or attaching onto it, gently bring and rest your awareness back on your breath. And observe the sensation as you breathe for the next couple of minutes. The sensation may come and go, feel more or less intense at times. This is all normal. Again, gently draw your compassionate awareness back to your breath. And remember the idea of that observer seat. There's no need for a strong focus. There's no need to think about breathing. Simply take a passive place of observing the breath as it comes and goes. And then let go of the exercise and let your breath flow naturally. This last exercise uses another visualization to direct your breath to specific parts of your body. At your discretion, you can use a color, an energy, a wave, a sun ray, or any other image that resonates with you to support the visualization. So as you inhale, see this color or image enter into your nose and lungs with your breath. And just like fresh air brings oxygen, feel a sense of renewal being brought to your lungs by this color. And then with your exhale, let that color wane away and take with it anything that you no longer need, any tension, any thoughts or emotions you're holding on to. Just like your out-breath releases the CO2 that your body doesn't need, let that color take with it anything you no longer need on your out-breath. So inhale, see your color, fill your lungs and bring renewal. Exhale, let your color carry out what you no longer need. And keep going at your own pace. And with your next inhale, see your color fill your lungs and expand to your abdomen, bringing that same sense of renewal to your belly. And on the exhale, let it carry out what is stored there but no longer needed. Inhale, your color expands beyond your lungs to your abdomen. Exhale, let it release what you no longer need. Next, on your inhale, your color spreads from your lungs to your abdomen and into your legs, bringing freshness and renewal to your thighs, knees, ankles, and all the way into your feet. Exhale, let it carry out any tension, anything that is no longer needed. Now, on your inhale, your color brings freshness and renewal into your lungs, your abdomen, your legs, and into your arms, all the way to the tip of your fingers. And on the exhale, let it carry out any tension, anything that is no longer needed. Inhale, your color expands in your lower body and into your arms, elbows, the palms of your hands, and every finger. Exhale, it takes with it anything that isn't needed. Finally, on your inhale, your color fills up your entire body with its fresh renewal, all the way to your toes, your fingers, and up to the crown of your head, filling your entire body with the freshness and renewal of its color. And on the exhale, it carries out anything that you no longer need. Inhale, your color fills your entire body and mind with freshness and renewal. Exhale, it washes off what is no longer useful. Now let go of any image, any visualization, any sensation. Let your breath flow naturally and let your mind be free to do what it wants to do. If your mind wants to think, let it think. If it wants to feel, let it feel. And if it wants to be still, let it be still. With your eyes still closed, see your physical body sitting or laying on the support. Situate yourself in the room as it is right now, in this precise moment. Remember the walls, the windows, the door, and slowly start initiating some movements in your body. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes, sway your head side to side, gradually making bigger movements and stretches. Take your time, there's no rush. As the practice comes to an end, remember that you can apply those breath awareness exercises in your everyday life. Breath is always available to you, and you can practice during any task or activity that you do throughout the day. Take a moment to let that sink in, and thank yourself for your willingness to practice and take care of yourself today.